So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that gets things running. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And this is De Bruyne. He's got full. No, not the best of headers.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other.
And Batistuta! And he's there to get it away. McAllister.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Pato gets a foot in here. So it is still 0-0. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Tries to play it through, shoots! And he can clear it away.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Mbappe. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Guardiola.
Oh, really well played.
Chance! It's bounced back off the post. Vega getting this one clear. Not the most accurate pass. Pato. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Serginho. Nicely weighted ball. Amrabat was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
substitution on the field. Number 14, Eduardo Camavinga. Coming on the field is number
Yamal.
22, Modric.
Out towards the flank.
Substitution.
Mbappe to Cristiano Ronaldo. Over to the left.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Vega. Anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. And it's Dallo. Modric. And Vega. And he goes cross-field. Amrabat. Great vision. Now it's Messi. Modric. And it's Batistuta. And it's Vega. Batistuta in acres of space out wide. And this is Messi.
There will be 1 minute added time.
It's a searching pass. No luck with that dink over the top.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And he plays one through. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And the referee brings the first half to a close. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. So, off we go once more.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Modric. Messi. Looking for the run. And that could set him on his way. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Alexander-Arnold. Neuer. Schlotterbeck cuts out the pass. Knocks it out wide, pinches it off him. And that's a good-looking ball. Well, that pass isn't the best. That has not gone well. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vega is the guilty party there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Lacking in accuracy.
The moans and groans are predictable. He felt compelled to try. Paris Saint-Germain have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
De Bruyne can see things others simply cannot. Applies the finish! Oh, bang on target. Batistuta! They've got to be quick to recover this. Rolls it backwards. Modric, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Dallo. And this is Pato. And De Bruyne! Oh, how's that for a goal? sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. What are you thinking about the goal?
Yeah, anything that's hit low with real pace like that makes it so much harder for the keeper, and he was never going to get to that.
Number 13.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
De Bruyne. Vega. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score tries from a long way out. And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Georgia certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
No, he wasn't going to let him past. De Bruyne. Schlotterbeck. Batistuta chasing after it. That is ended up in no man's land. Vega aims beyond the defence. Batistuta could try cutting inside here. Nakata. Can he get on the end of this? Now can he find... And a chance! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
He won't be happy with that one. It's a pretty loose pass. Can he get it through? No, that's been intercepted. Nakata. He is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Big chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And here's Yamal. Nice interception, well timed. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
He gets his head on it! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Pato. Now De Bruyne. Vega.
4 added minutes.
This is Batistuta. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Pedri. Schlotterbeck kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Pedri, probing pass. Oh, delightful ball. And that is expertly dealt with. Modric. Now, can they get him away? Looking to play him in. Knocks it into space. Mbappe. Looking for options for movement. Delivery from Mbappe. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints.